started with this whole process, let's talk about the costs that you should prepare for when planning to buy a home. I know that this part can feel a little bit overwhelming, but I want to walk you through it now so that there are no surprises along the way. First, you are going to want to budget for an inspection. This usually costs between $350 and $650 depending on the size, age, and location of the home. But it is absolutely a must-do to make sure that everything is in good shape before you fully commit to buying the home. Plus, an inspection also almost always pays for itself in that we're usually able to negotiate afterward based off of what we find and get the seller to pay for far more than the inspection actually costs. So paying for an inspection, in my mind, is absolutely a no-brainer and one of the smartest things you can do to protect yourself from buyer's remorse later on. Next, there is the appraisal, which typically runs around $500, although it can cost more if you need a rush in order to meet your appraisal contingency. This appraisal is usually required by your lender, and it ensures the home is worth the price that you're paying. You're also going to need to provide earnest money, which is usually going to be about 1% of the purchase price and is due within 3 days of your offer being accepted. This earnest money shows the seller that you're serious, and it's going to be credited toward your down payment or closing costs later on once you make it to the closing table. The down payment amount is going to depend on your loan type and what you have available to put down. But don't worry, your lender and I are going to help you navigate those options so that you can choose what works best for you and what gives you enough cushion left over to prepare in case something goes wrong at the home once you buy it. Then there are the closing costs. These are typically around 3% of the purchase price, and they include things like taxes, attorney's fees, loan origination fees, and more. Some of these costs can be wrapped into your loan or even covered by the seller if you don't have a ton of cash on hand. But we'll need to keep that in mind when we're making offers, and we'll go in that more detail when the time comes. Finally, the buyer's agent commission, aka how I get paid. Often, a seller offers to pay my fee up front, but if they don't, you are going to need to be prepared to pay it or let me know that we should negotiate it into the contract. Don't worry, we're going to figure that out together, and I'm going to make sure that you can still get the house you love and make sure that I get the money that I've deserved by helping you throughout the process. My job is to guide you every step of the way and make sure that you feel prepared and confident about the financial side of things, in addition to choosing the house that makes your heart happy. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I am always here to help, and I always have your best interests first. So if you have any questions, any confusion, please let me know. I want to make sure we get it solved, and I want to make sure that you feel financially comfortable every single step of the way.